There we go. Okay, well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Connect and Collaborate White Sands Self-Care. I am your host, Laura Cross, and we are here to help provide education, resources, and connections to some fabulous professionals that can help you along and support you on your self-care journey. And I am super excited to have one of my friends and partners with me, Phyllis Marlene Benstein. She's an international speaker. She's a multi-best-selling author, a beauty age management specialist, and she helps you age gracefully and safely, as well as exit strategist, helping others create their own economy and multiple streams of income. She also shows salon and spa owners how to efficiently monetize their business. And she is an expert in educating and raising the awareness worldwide about the effects of toxins, what to avoid, and provide safer alternatives for beauty, self-care, and wellness. Her newest addition to her business is helping entrepreneurs and business owners grow and scale their business through networking, where they have the opportunity to either own their own chapter, be a speaker, a sponsor, or attend meetings. And I am super excited to have you here with us today. So I know
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here, and thank you so much for the opportunity, Laura.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Just so you guys know, Phyllis is normally in Denver, but right now she's in Florida, which she says is chilly, which I was kind of getting a kick out of because I don't see Florida as chilly. Yes. But anyway, Phyllis, maybe you can tell our audience a little bit how you got started with the whole age and beauty, because I know you used to be more in a corporate job before you went into being your own business owner. And so how did you do that transition, or what was kind of, I guess, what was your calling to take that path?
Sure. So my background in the corporate world was I was an electrical engineer for 25 years, got stressed out, burnt out. My roots were really in the beauty and fashion industry. My mother had put me in dance lessons at 5 years old. So I was a ballerina, and I went to finishing school. I was second runner-up in the Miss Burlington County pageant, which is a preliminary to the Miss America. I did that for scholarship money. I played the clarinet. That was my talent. And I had a lot of allergies. And so way back, I had different things that were triggered by the toxins or the preservatives in food and in products. And so I started digging deeper into that. And I went to college because my dad said he wouldn't pay for me to be an actress, which I really wanted to be. He'd only pay if I went into math or science. And so I went to college, got my electrical engineering degree, and I had a lot of issues after that from stress. Technically, I'm a brainiac. The work was really easy, but the environment just wasn't a good fit for me. And it was a male-dominated environment. So I had stomach issues, and I began to look at the products that I was using, again, reading the labels. And I had been introduced to some people that were in the detox world. And I got introduced into network marketing halfway through my career. And I've done everything from makeup to foods to fashion. And then I found out about my current company, Monate, that was launching a toxin-free, gluten-free, vegan, anti-aging line. And back then, I lived in the Chicagoland area for 30 years, and my hair was dry and brittle. And then I had surgery and my hair started falling out. And so I was looking for alternatives. So I actually joined this company 8.5 years ago to have better hair. But what I found, I was intrigued by all their data, their clinical data. You know, everything is third-party clinically proven before it's put out on the marketplace. And it's basically a biotech company. And I wanted to go back to my roots in the fashion and beauty industry, because it's a heck of a lot more fun, I got to tell you, than being an engineer in corporate America, either working behind a desk for someone else or working in a lab. And so I always tell everyone, I always see the world through my engineering filter, always and forever. So when I did image consulting and dressing for success with people, there's like 8 different body types, and when you dress them to look slimmer, it's all about triangles and rectangles. It's like geometry and helping those people. And when I did makeup for people, it's just about shading. It's either highlighting or contouring. So, that has followed through with me my entire career. In whatever I do, I will always have that engineering filter. And then I'm just all about empowering mainly women, but also men, to be their best version of themselves. So it was a great fit. And I actually left corporate America in 2011, never, ever to look back again.
And you can tell because you're always so much brighter when you talk about that. And I just realized you and I have some more, commonalities. I was the corporate sector. I was an aircraft electrician in,
Oh my goodness.
in the Air Force, and
Yes.
all my jobs basically I had were pretty much almost all male, dominated jobs. And I didn't mind, but I was on the labor side.
Yeah, right.
On the labor side of things. So there's nothing like having your own business, but yeah, that's got to make you feel good too, because when you talk about, finding the right shading, the contours and stuff for them, or the right clothing, that just kind of plays into the, the self-image, the self-confidence, part of self-care. And I'm sure you've really helped some people probably transform.
Yes.
And, yeah.
It's all about, once women especially feel good about themselves, they're unstoppable. And even when I did makeup, it was never about glamming people up. It was just about bringing out their natural highlights. It was minimizing the things that they didn't, were not an asset, and maximizing those assets and bringing those forward. So it's just bringing out your own natural beauty from the inside out.
Yeah. And you've done, it's like one of the things they teach you, as far as like, stripes, horizontal or vertical, you want to look thinner, wear the verticals. If you're already, maybe a little heavy, don't wear horizontal. It's going to make you look wider. All the little tips, kind of like your math, like you said.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's simple shapes. It's geometry.
Yeah. Yeah. So you mentioned, I believe when we talked last, you have a book coming out or getting ready to come out.
I do.
So you want to tell us a little bit more about your book? Huh?
Sure. So my book is The Journey from Employee to Entrepreneur in 5 Easy Steps. And it's giving people hope, and it's a roadmap to successfully go from employee to entrepreneur. And I did add a really large section, because there's actually a few books that I want to write, but I did include a large section on dressing for success. And I have a lot of the tips in there for style, for dress, for ageless style, for looking younger, for looking thinner. And then the rest is just a roadmap to really embrace who you are and embark on that journey and evolve.
Yeah, definitely makes a difference. We see them every time when we go to conference. You see, different people, so you can kind of normally tell what realms they work in. Obviously,
Yes.
When they're in the fitness, you normally see them with the, with the yoga pants or the stuff, because that's their business. You dress your part. I mean, you're not going to come show up in a suit if you're normally in a gym or a personal trainer or something. So it doesn't always mean,
Right.
go get a suit and be uncomfortable.
And I'm always about, to go along with what you said about that, I'm all about, being in sync with your brand and your messaging, because people, the cliche that a confused mind doesn't buy. Well, if someone sees you dressed up corporate and you're a gym owner, then, it's like, I don't get it. What are you selling?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely needs to run in. So you said, you think that'll be out in June, or when is that going to be?
My goal is June.
Is June. That is awesome.
Sooner.
Or sooner. Are you going to be doing pre-sales, or?
I will be doing pre-sales. Once I get it over to the editor, I will be doing pre-sales, and I will be doing at least a 3-city book signing tour here and in Chicago and in Florida, and adding some other cities along the way, because I'm pretty passionate about giving people hope. That they need to, it's all about getting in alignment with your core values and beliefs, and following your heart and monetizing your passions. I think, a lot of us don't do that. And we're in an unhappy situation when we have the skill set and the experience and the power to change it.
Yeah, absolutely. We also mentioned, I know that you work with, you like to work a lot with salon owners and stuff too. Maybe you can tell a little more about how you can help, salon owners, because you can help them add basically essentially another stream of income or another top line product to offer for their clients.
Yeah, so I'm on a mission to clean up the salons. That's another course I'm working on as well. Because in my field, I have many salons underneath me that I work with, and several of them have had cancers because there's a lot of products on the market. If you know how to read the labels, and you can tell, like, one of the things I always recommend is think dirty. You can tell exactly what ingredients are in there, and if they're hormone inhibitors, if they're reproductive inhibitors. So first and foremost, I'm on a mission to raise the awareness about the toxins that these hairstylists are using, the processes, the products that they're using. And I offer a product line through Monat for them to carry, to use in their back bar, and also at their station. And they can add an additional profit center by selling these items, and they don't have to stock inventory. There's an option that their clients can just shop online. The other thing is to have products that they can upsell. There's all sorts of treatments that they can do on their clients that's an upsell to their normal processes that they do. They can also educate with this. They can have an additional stream if they charge for their education, or they add education to their clients. Plus, it's a distinguisher for a salon to have non-toxic, clean products. And we're also niched in help for hair loss. And so those things are a differentiator. I know that for me, when I used to go into salons that were highly toxic, I couldn't breathe. And you can tell right away when salons are using our products that it's totally clean. Hairstylists no longer have to be masked and gloved when they're using our products. They can use it on someone and rub it into their arms and their hands to moisturize them. And so that really is a help. But I love working with salon owners. It's one of my passions.
Yeah, and that was probably a big thing too, because from what I understood from a lot of salons and stuff that I had went to, people that had came down with COVID or had experienced COVID, roughly about 2 to 3 months after COVID, they'd find they started losing a lot of hair.
So that's another thing. So we've been helping people all along with solutions to their hair loss since the pandemic. But I'm glad you mentioned the pandemic, because a lot of the salons, I know in the Chicagoland area for many months, they had shut those salons down. And so what the stylists did that I was working with, they pivoted to online education. They taught people how to do their hair at home using our products. Our products shipped right to their door, so people didn't have to touch anything. And they kept their businesses going, a lot of them without small business loans.
Right. And that's really good, because I know a lot of them in Colorado Springs didn't have that same thing. It's kind of like do it on the down low at home where no one knew, or you were scrambling to figure out what else were you going to do while they had you shut down. Because I think they shut them down for almost 3 months.
Yes.
So in Colorado, over that time when we were there. But yeah, it's definitely huge. And that's another reason why it's important to have those multiple streams of income, especially if you're a small business owner, which I know you help people with, because if you don't, when major things happen, it's harder to shift if you don't have it. But
Right.
if you have different things, you can shift better, and you can stay afloat and not be so stressed.
And I'm always about having a plan B as well. I mean, that's been my whole career, is having a plan B. That's how I got out of corporate America. I had a plan B and probably a plan C. And that's in the book also.
Yep, definitely. Well, that is wonderful. So I want to thank you for taking time. Do you want to tell everybody what is the best way for them to reach out to you if they have more questions or would like to contact you? And
Sure, can I
I'll make sure we put
tell
in
them
the
real
chat.
quick about some of the products real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just wanted to point out that these are some of the products. You can get these from Laura or me, actually. But these products, this 8-ounce bottle lasts as long or longer than a quart-size bottle. And so you can see how long my hair is. I use a quarter size of this, and these bottles last me 4 to 5 months. And so these are incredible. And we are going for Class B sustainability. And so these products are in recyclable bottles, and we use vegetable ink. So it's a total green company. And then for the hair fall, I just wanted to talk about this product real quick. This is our hair thinning defense. You can use it at night or in the morning. And 8 out of 10 consumers said this helped with their hair regrowth. And it's a hair serum, and it's clear and odorless, but this is one of the products that targets hair loss. I also did a live today, which I don't usually go live, and I have to redo it because the sound was bad at the farmer's market, but I was talking all about scalp health. So, if you have a healthy scalp, you have healthy hair. And so, we just have a full line of hair care. We've been the #1 premium hair care line now since 2017, so 6 years now. And we added skincare, pet care, and wellness. So you can tell I'm pretty passionate about the products, and I have personally had incredible results.
And I've been enjoying them myself. It is something to get used to, because if you're used to buying the over-the-counter stuff or the stuff at the store, and you're not used to a superior product, you have this tendency to want to just, get this whole gob of stuff, and you really don't need it. Like you said, it's like just like a little pea size, and it works.
And your hair looks great.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
it. It does look beautiful.
I'm enjoying it. I'm onto a moisturizing one now, because I had gotten one of them. I had to try it. Two-in-ones don't work with my hair. Otherwise, I always have to have some kind of conditioner,
me neither.
or I'm ripping my hair out. And you actually have a leave-in conditioner that I was using, and you could feel it really kind of rough when I got out. That you put that in, within a couple minutes, I could run a brush through it with no problem. And again, it was like a barely little pea size. I just had to rub it around, let it sit for a little bit, and
your hair looks very hydrated. It looks really super good. And I'm in Florida right now, and so what's the #1 issue in Florida? It is humidity. And so we have a smoothing line as well. Frizz was my #1 issue. If you've ever seen my before and after pictures, I would style my hair, and then a half hour later, it would be just frizzy, but I never have that problem anymore. So I love being able to help men, women, children, all types of hair, all ethnicities.
Yep. And I'm in Missouri now, so I have the same humidity now. It's not
dry, is it really humid?
It's not like dry like Colorado. We have humidity here too. So I had a lot of frizz in the whole hair, just fluffing out. So I'm like, okay. Yeah.
It looks super. It really does look super.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, so the links, we'll just put the links in the comments? What's the best way for them to contact you? Or I can put in my link as far as products, but I mean, people that want to know more information.
Sure, you can put your link into products. And then I think you were saying at the very beginning about the connect and the collaborate. I'm also passionate, especially since I left corporate America, I'm super passionate about helping entrepreneurs and small business owners grow and scale their businesses through great resources. And I would love to know how we can connect and how I can best serve you, what collaboration you're looking for, if you're looking for networking opportunities in addition to your networking. You can go to phyllis.phyllismarlene.com / or / whatever it is. To me, it's a / Some people call it a / network - with -me.
Okay. We'll definitely make sure we put that in the comments.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of questions about, what you're looking for, how we can collaborate, what you might need help with. And I would love just to have a conversation with you.
Yeah. And I can tell you, Phyllis is wonderful, because obviously I have the Connect and Collaborate, the White Sand Self-Care chapter. We now have how many chapters? How many we're up to now?
10, going on 15 soon.
Right.
We've been interviewing like crazy nationwide, and I'm going to get that one going soon in the UK. Virtual.
Yep, so we have one coming up in UK. You have one in Chicago. We have them in California, Colorado.
So we've got Colorado Springs, Westminster, Denver Tech area, Lakewood, Melbourne, Florida is starting, and Chicago and Baltimore is up and running. So if you know anybody in those areas, we would love to, direct you to one of our events.
Yeah,
Or
and they're all
looking to start a chapter.
And they're all doing something different. I know there's a couple of us that are focused on self-care. We have Carol in Chicago that does the doula.
Yes, she's a certified doula. Yes.
Certified doula for home birth. So
yes.
But really it's a wonderful way to connect because you don't know who you don't know. I mean, people that are down, you have people that down here in Missouri. I spent 35 years in Colorado, so I know a lot of people in Colorado and all over. And I think it's fantastic because it gives us a really good way to connect with like-minded people and help grow together.
Plus the sponsorship opportunity. I know you're still looking for sponsors for your April meeting, and it's a pay-as-you-go model if the chapter does charge. So there's no heavy membership fee. It's a place, a set place where entrepreneurs and small business owners can just get together and collaborate, support each other, get visibility.
Yep. So my particular chapter is here in Fairgrove, Missouri. So any of those interested, we are finally kicking off the first meeting. It will be April 7th from 4:30 to 6:30, and it is at the Monroe Coffee Company in Fairgrove. It is absolutely free to attend. The meeting is mostly for one, so people can get to know me because I am new to the area. We've only lived down here for a year, but get to know the other people and just really connect to all different kinds of professionals. I have a massage therapist, I have spa people, salon people. It could be financial. There's all forms of self-care. I always tell people self-care is more than bubble baths. It's professional support, it's financial, it's mental, there's so many realms of self-care. So it's just pulling people together because you don't know what you don't know. And, you may not even realize what's in your area or what's available for you, but to let them know they have support is my whole goal.
I love it. And as soon as the weather warms up, I will come again to Missouri and I'll visit your chapter. That would be great.
We'll be down there. If we can work out the timing, Natalie should be coming through here next in May anyway, on our way back to Minnesota. She'll be on next week. Natalie will be on here next week for Club Ethan.
Cool.
But anyway, but does obviously lots of things that Phyllis or I, can help you with, and we will make sure that we have all the information in the comments below so that you can contact either Phyllis or myself. We're happy to help see people grow. It's what we do, right?
That's right. And look good and feel good at the same time, right? I always tell people that I'm all about building health and wealth. Showing people how to look and feel their best, but also, have the abundance to do what they want.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the reasons I moved down here was for my own self-care.
Yeah.
And I stayed drowning in it for a little bit, but it's okay. It was needed.
Aw, that's good. You look great.
Thank you. I had my massage this morning, so I'm doing good. Well, thank you again, Phyllis, for being with us this afternoon. And tune in tomorrow, guys. We have Beatrice Bruno on, the drill sergeant of life. You're not going to want to miss her. She don't pull any punches either, but we'll have Beatrice on tomorrow. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. I am your host, Laura Cross. And remember that self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for a healthier you. And I hope you all have a fantastic day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.